Today I'm going to talk about a very common childhood issue, that is the fussy eating behavior. So fussy eating behavior is basically what happens is a child eats very less or eats only few particular items or takes very long time to eat very small amount of food. So this is nowadays a very common behavior. Almost 50% of the parents who come to my clinic are basically complaining of this thing. So I thought I'll make a video to make you understand why this happens and what you can do to correct this behavior. Now most of the times what happens is nowadays parents are very busy and they don't have enough time for their children. So they are giving ready-made food, outside food like pizza, burger, different kind of sandwiches and chips and chocolates to the child to please the child. Whenever the child wants to eat, they are serving this kind of food. So what happens is the perception of the child about the food changes because this artificial food is very much flavored and they are very tasty. So home food looks bland to the child and child doesn't eat home food. The second most important thing what happens is sometimes the child is actually eating according to their age and weight properly only, but the parents' expectation is too much because in the first year of life the child gains a lot of weight and height. So the child is born around 3 kg and at the end of 1 year child becomes 10 kg or 9 kg, so almost 3 times the body weight. But next year onwards the child only gains 2 to 3 kg weight in a whole year, and that is a normal pattern. That is not something which is wrong. So parents need to understand the second year onwards child will not grow like what he grew in the first year. So it will be you have to judge this on the growth chart. So growth chart is something which tells us what is the right weight and height for our child but at a particular age. So you can always ask your pediatrician to help you with this. So there is a growth chart prescribed by Indian Academy of Pediatrics for Indian children. You can plot your child's weight and height on that particular growth chart and you will know that what is the age-wise height and weight which is expected from my child. If your child falls in the range of particular weight and height for that particular age, then you should not worry much about it. Then it is fine. Then just you should continue healthy, nutritious, homemade food at regular intervals for your child and your child will grow properly. There is no need to worry. But if your child is actually way below your weight and height for that particular age, then you need to do few things to increase the child's food intake as well as the things which should help your child grow. So first of all, most important thing is you have to understand child will not eat as much as what adults eat or on a very large quantity because child's stomach is having a less capacity. It will eat only small amount and you need to make the food calorie dense. So how to make food calorie dense is give good fats. So good fat is like ghee, butter, these things will add in very small amount. It will make the food very much calorie rich. So thereby the child will have enough energy. Now second thing which is important is you add additional source of energy like jaggery, cream, peanut butter. These things will help the food become more tasty and the food will have more calories as well. Another important thing is in Indian diet mostly we are deficient in protein sources. So you should make sure that your child is actually getting good amount of protein in whatever food you are serving. So vegetarian sources of protein is paneer, cheese, soya bean, mushrooms, different kind of variety of dals are there. So these are the sources of protein for vegetarian people, and non-vegetarian people can serve a single egg per day for your child because egg is the best source of protein for any child because it has all the amino acids in the right amount. So egg is there, then you can serve little bit chicken, meat or fishes which you eat according to child's taste. So these will take care of your protein intake. Now coming to one more important thing is the parents say that the child actually doesn't eat at all. So what you should do is you should make a fixed meal timing. So you give breakfast at 7 to 8 am, whatever it is, you give small amounts, whatever the child is taking. Then a mid-morning snack at around 10 to 11. Then lunch at 2 to 3 pm. Evening meals or evening snacks around 5 to 6 pm. And by snacks, I don't mean the outside food. By snacks, I mean you make halwa, you make some juices, you make some milkshake, you make some sandwiches at home for the child. Then dinner at 8 to 9 pm. So this is a fixed meal pattern, and at least out of these times, 3 times parents should sit and eat together with the child. So try to make a habit where actually the parents, both mother and father, are eating together with the child. What happens is child actually subconsciously follows your adult's behavior. So whatever you do, the child will do the same. So if you are eating together, and then child will realize this is the time to eat, and it will also see, baby will also see what my parents are eating, and baby also will try to eat the same food. So this is very important to understand. So once you start doing this, the child will actually slowly learn to eat. This is very important. Another important thing is what you should avoid in a child who is a fussy eater. The first and most important mistake which parents make is they try to force feed the child. They try to put the food in the child's mouth and make the child swallow. That doesn't happen. What happens is, if the child is not hungry, he will not eat. So you should understand, if you're feeding the child and child doesn't want to eat, let the child be. Let the child play, let the child engage in activity which he wants to be. After some time, child will again feel hungry, and that time when the child comes to you, basically you give homemade nutritious food. That is very important. The second thing you should not do is, don't bribe the child. Don't say that if you eat this food, I will give you some chocolate or toffee or cookies or chips, because that way you are making child understand that chips, cookies or whatever you are giving as a reward to them, that is more attractive, that is more good, and the home food is not good. So that child will not like the home food anymore. Third thing you should not do is, you should not play a screen to make the child eat, because what happens is the child's full attention goes onto the screen, and whatever TV or mobile you are playing, the child mind will go towards that time, so he will not enjoy the food, and that way his eating will become even slower and he will eat even less. He will be totally engaged in the watching the screen like TV or mobile. Now few important questions which are asked commonly is whether we should give any medicine for making the child eat better, because many parents tell me, doctor, please write some medicine, my child is not eating. So what I tell them is, see, the child is have to eat whole life. So a whole life you cannot continue a medicine to make the child eat, right? This is a normal common behavior, daily routine thing. For this you cannot write a medicine. What you can do is, you can supplement few things which are not there in the diet usually. So what happens in Indian diet, sometimes iron is deficient. So basically iron is a deficiency sometimes causes less appetite in children or lack of interest for food. So that time we can write some iron syrup or drops for children to increase their appetite, and it sometimes helps also, but that is not going to be the only solution. All the things which I have told you, those things slowly will make your child's eating behavior better. Now another important thing which we sometimes add is vitamin D and calcium, which is again deficient in our current diet. So that also sometimes helps in weight gain or height gain, but these things are not a replacement for a normal healthy balanced diet. So you have to make sure you are giving a balanced diet, and sometimes for a small period of time you may supplement with iron or calcium. Another important question which is asked is whether do we give our child health drinks like Boost, Complan, Horlicks. These are the common ones. So answer is, you can give, but the same thing again applies here. This is not going to be replacement for a balanced diet. You have to give nutritious food to your child, and these are only to cover small deficiencies here and there in some vitamins and minerals. So you can give it once a day with milk or with water, but that is to be restricted to 200 ml. Don't give it more than 200 ml to your child who is less than 5 years, and with that you will cover some amount of nutritional requirements, but it is not going to be the main source. Main source is always homemade nutritious food. The thing is, you can make food according to child's liking. So if your child likes certain things, you can cook that in a healthy way and give it to child, and try to slowly introduce new food with mixing with the previous food. So whatever child likes. So suppose child likes rice, you can mix potato with the rice. You can add some ghee or dal with the rice. All these things you can do to try to make your child eat better. So I hope you like this video and this will help your child to eat better. If you have any questions, you please ask in comment section. I'll try to reply to them. If you like this video, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Share with other parents who may find this useful.